Welcome to Star Presenter's series of small videos. The first video, the law of projection. We take this video first simply because the law of projection is the basis from where you can develop. You don't need to know any other law. In a nutshell, the law of projection states whatever is subconscious is projected. This law applies to everything from yourself to everyday relationships to relationships between nations. It's well known how some nations are constantly telling how someone else, other countries or other people are a threat to them. They are the victims. Well, statistics will show that they kill equally many of the other people. So maybe they are not worse, but they are maybe not better either. There's projection involved. Same thing. As counselors, we so often hear one part in a partnership talking about how the other part is a bastard. If we then talk to this other part, we realize this other part feels the first part is a bastard. Who's right? Maybe both, of course. But their perception is that they are more or less innocent and the other is more or less the villain. Projection. For some reason, it is not in fashion to realize that we ourselves are both victims and villains. It's much more popular to be a victim. The law of projection. So, what is it that is subconscious? Let us take a couple of examples. You're sitting there on a restaurant in your own mind drinking your cuppa, and somebody walks past. Well, that was that piece. This is a positive projection, so you are immediately attracted to this other person. Let us just underline, you didn't know this other person at all, but you would like to know. What happened there? Well, as I said, this is not someone you know, so it has nothing to do with this other person being a nice person. This has to do with you. The key and the lock. The other person's radiance, body language, energy, call it what you want, serve to help you connect with positive qualities in you. So what you are attracted to is not the other person. You are attracted to the other person's ability to make you in contact with you. So you will be in love with that person as long as this other person make you in contact with you. This is not a friendship. You are not interested in the other person per se. You are interested in the other person's ability to make you in contact with you. So, to make this a friendship, you have to gradually not be reliant on this other person to get to know you. You have to know you yourself. Simply, if the other person keeps telling you how nice you are, you have to start believing it. Not because he or she says it, but because you feel it. You have to stop projecting. Then, and only then, are you ready to explore who is this other person really? Are there anything else attractive other than that this other person make me feel attractive? So, the law of projection is a good start, but actually also a hindrance. And many relationships stop because the law of projection wanes off. Not because there is not a potential for a friendship, but because people believe that really what it's all about is the romance, is the attraction. And the attraction is not the point. It's charming, it's a good start, but it is only relevant if you allow it to proceed to actual friendship. Another example, dreams. In your dream you are chased by a big monster. What is happening? A part of you knows something another part of you don't want to have a bar of. This is not uncommon in pre-puberty. The child actually don't want to grow up. And I don't blame them. Look at the world today. But nevertheless, growing up is a biological reality. You can't really escape it. So the monster is winning. And yes, it will eat up some of the childlike innocence. Unless we find the childlike innocence within. Because then, of course, the child will live on and be a source of fun and happiness for the rest of our lives. But all too often, we are swallowed by the adult society and just gradually fall asleep in shoulds. The law of projection can help us back. Every time we get emotional about something, we know that maybe there is something we can objectively see is wrong, that we objectively disagree with, but the emotion is telling us that something is projected here. There's something to learn from this encounter. Where am I not nice to me in the same way as I see this other person not nice to others or to the world or whatnot? Because projections could well be that, of course, I'm not doing what this other person is doing. Let us take an extreme example, a mass murderer. No, we are not mass murderers. On the other hand, how often are you allowing good fun to exist? How often are your seriousness or whatnot killing the mood that is happening around you? How often is your feeling of well-being killed by an inner thought that your hair doesn't look nice, that your tie doesn't suit, that your money is not enough, or all that? So the good mood you were in gets killed. Yes, we are mass murderers, even if, of course, we are not physical killing someone. So the law of projection can work in subtle ways. It's not always an eye for an eye. It could be that what somebody is doing to someone else, you are doing to you. If you're emotional, it's worthwhile checking. If you dream about monsters, it's worthwhile checking. If you meet someone and you get attracted to this someone, well, obviously there's a choice here. If you are not already in a relationship that you are happy with, maybe work with it as a projection. If you would like a romance, well, have it. But then work with it gradually so this other person is not just a projection, but actually a living being, a friendship. The law of projection can bring us from exactly where we are and to wherever you want to go. It can lead us the whole way to our higher self.